You know that feeling when your phone lights up and your stomach sinks before you even read it? That's the new face of bullying. It used to end when you walked out of school. Now it follows you home, in group chats, comments, DMs, screenshots that never really disappear. And the worst part? Sometimes it's not even strangers. It's people you know, classmates, old friends, people who used to laugh with you at lunch. According to the Cyberbullying Research Center, a large share of teens say they've been cyberbullied at least once, and many say it's happened in just the past month. That's not a rare event anymore, that's a cycle. A few words typed in anger can stick longer than bruises, because bruises fade. But a comment? A screenshot? A viral rumor? It replays. It follows you across platforms. It haunts your quiet hours. This is the war fought behind screens. A war of words, silence, and shadows. And the truth is, most victims never even tell anyone. They delete, they scroll, they pretend it doesn't hurt because it's just online, right? But pain doesn't care if it's digital. It still cuts deep. If you've ever been on the receiving end of hate online, listen carefully. You are not weak for feeling hurt. You are human for feeling it. And you don't deserve it. Not once, not ever. Because behind every funny comment, there's a person choosing cruelty. And behind every quiet victim, there's someone just trying to breathe again. Here's the thing about the internet. It made everyone loud, but it didn't make everyone kind. Behind a screen, empathy fades. You can't see the hurt in someone's eyes or the way their hands shake when they read your words. You just hit send and walk away. That's the dark design of online life. Anonymity removes consequence. It gives courage to cruelty because there's no instant feedback, no visible pain, no moment of guilt. Online, one cruel comment costs nothing. But to the person on the other side, it costs sleep. It costs peace. It costs years of self-worth. And it's not just random hate. Sometimes it's jokes. Sometimes it's drama. Sometimes it's people trying to feel powerful by tearing someone else down. When you can hide behind a username, you stop seeing a person. You see a target. When likes and shares reward outrage, mockery becomes entertainment. And for the one being bullied, it's not just one post. It's the echo that follows. Because the internet never forgets, and a single insult can replay 1,000 times in your head. Most victims don't fight back. They retreat. They delete their accounts, avoid people, pretend they're fine, because no one wants to be the one who can't handle it. But that silence, that's what feeds the bullies. The moment you go quiet, they think they've won. What we're seeing today isn't just hate. It's loneliness wearing a mask. People attack online because it's easier than admitting they're hurting offline. Because pain that's ignored will always try to find someone else to live in. So the next time you see someone getting torn apart in the comments, remember this: you don't need to be the bully to be part of the problem. You just need to stay silent. Here's what I want you to remember. You can't control what people post, but you can control how much power you give their words. And when the screen turns against you, you don't have to fight dirty to win. You just have to fight smart. So let's talk about that. Step 1. Don't reply in anger. The first instinct is to clap back, right? To defend yourself. But here's the truth. That's what they want. Bullies feed off reaction. The moment you respond, the moment they know they got to you. Instead, pause. Breathe. Walk away from your phone if you have to. Sometimes silence is your sharpest weapon because it starves them of control. Step 2. Screenshot and block. Don't delete the evidence. Document it. Take screenshots, save messages, and note usernames. Because if things escalate, proof protects you. Then block them. Every account, every backup. You don't owe them your attention, your reply, or your peace. Step 3. Report. Every platform has reporting tools for a reason. Use them. And if it's serious, if it crosses into threats, harassment, or stalking, go higher. Talk to your school counselor, your parents, even the police if needed. Because online abuse is real abuse, and you deserve safety, both on and off the screen. Step 4. Tell someone you trust. Silence keeps you trapped, but sharing opens the door. Talk to a friend, a teacher, a counselor, or anyone you feel safe with. Say, "I'm being bullied online, and I need help." That one sentence could save you weeks of pain. You are not dramatic for asking for support. You're brave enough to survive. Step 5. Detox your digital space. If you're drowning in negativity, take a break. Log out for a few hours, a day, or even a week. Touch grass. Watch a movie without checking your phone. Remind yourself, your world is bigger than that screen. And when you come back, rebuild your feed. Follow creators who make you feel alive, not smaller. You don't have to win the war online. You just have to protect your peace long enough to heal. And every time you choose calm over chaos, you're taking back your power, one quiet moment at a time. Imagine a world where the internet wasn't a battlefield, where a comment section felt like a community, not a war zone. That's the lesson we owe to the next generation, to teach empathy before we teach engagement. Because the truth is, no app can fix cruelty. But people can, and it starts with what we model, not just what we say. Every generation teaches something to the one after it. Ours? We've taught speed, sarcasm, and scrolling. But what if we taught slowness instead? The pause before we post, the thought before we joke, the question, would I say this if they were standing right in front of me? That one pause could save someone's night, or even their life. We should start treating digital kindness as a skill, not an instinct. Teach it like math or language, with practice, repetition, and real examples. Show young kids what healthy online conflict looks like, how to disagree without destroying, how to stand up without becoming another source of hate. Because empathy isn't soft, it's a strength under control. It's choosing not to humiliate when you could. It's remembering there's a real person on the other side of the Wi-Fi signal, just trying to make it through the same messy world you are. Maybe that's the only way we make the internet livable again, not by logging off, but by logging in with heart. If we raise a generation that sees people, not profiles, then maybe one day no one will have to say, "I can't escape the hate." Because the hate will have nowhere left to live. If this story made you think, share it. It might stop someone else from becoming a silent victim or a silent bystander. And stay ready, because next week we're diving into the one pressure every teen feels but rarely talks about. When pressure becomes panic, academic stress, and the fear of failing your life. Set your reminder now, because the next story might just teach you how to breathe again.